Good morning, everybody. It's Claudia from Hugo Coffee Roasters. I'm here today in my coffee shop in Kimball Junction in the Visitor Information Center in Kimball Junction, doing my live stream talking about my favorite coffee and my favorite ways to make coffee. So, first thing that everyone needs to know is I'm obsessed with dogs and animals and saving animals, and I love coffee. John, on the other hand, is obsessed with coffee and loves dogs, animals, and saving animals. So the way I do things is not as systematic or scientific as John. This is just what I do every morning. And here we go. Okay, I am a fan of the French press. So I make a pot of French press of my favorite coffee every day, and my favorite coffees, my Bonafide. Yes, my dark roast Bonafide, which is a blend of Brazilian and Colombian beans, and it is fantastic. Love Bonafide. So I make a French press every morning of this, and this is how I do it. It's really not very scientific. I got myself a grinder. I got myself some beans. I pour beans in the top of the grinder, about there. I don't know how many ounces that is, probably 3. Then I grind, maybe 5 seconds, then I'm done. Now that's what I call coarsely ground Bonafide beans. Then pour the beans into my French press. And this is really like about how many beans I get. I mean, how many grounds I have on a daily basis in the bottom of my French press. So then, who said French press now that has the coarsely ground Bonafide fantastic beans? I then add my boiling water. Then, when it gets to about this height, I use chopsticks at home, but here I'm gonna have a stirrer. I take my stirrer. You don't want to use a metal stirrer because you don't want to break the glass, because I've done that. So don't do that. So I use the wooden stir, 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 stir. Then I usually top off with a little bit more water. Then I add zapanja, which is the top. And then I let it sit for probably, 2-3 minutes, and before I plunge. So while we're waiting for me to plunge, I want to talk about my Bonafide in the 2 forms in which I love it. So this is what I do every morning in a French press. And until like 2 weeks ago, this is what I would do every morning camping. I would take my French press, this whole shebang, this whole setup that you see here, I would take it camping, and then I would have to clean this bad boy when I was finished. And now I don't have to do that because I have Bonafide singles, which are the biodegradable, compostable pack. Think of a tea bag. Think it's like a tea bag. And this holds 15 grams of Bonafide coffee in it, and you make it when you're camping in 8 to 10 ounces of water, and you steep for 3 to 5 minutes, just like you would a cup of tea. And when you're finished, toss the tea bag because it's biodegradable and compostable, and voila, you have a fantastic cup of coffee, which I'm just going to say, you've probably heard me say this before, is just like a French press. So now that we're talking French press again, I'm going to plunging. I'm going to plunge my French press, and I'm going to have my second cup of coffee today because I didn't finish my coffee this morning because I knew I was going to be doing this with you guys. There you have it. Claudia's favorite 2 ways of enjoying my Bonafide every morning. And now I'm a cream person. I know, it's not cool. But there you have it. So, voila. Fantastic French press. It doesn't have to be super scientific. It doesn't have to be super like fancy schmancy. Just throw the coarsely ground beans in, put some water in, wait 3 minutes, plunge, don't forget to stir with wooden stir, plunge, and voila, fantastic coffee. Now, because we are in my coffee shop, I thought it might make sense for us to have a little tour of said coffee shop. So I'm going to stand up, pick this up, And now we're going to walk around my coffee shop. So this is the swag area, and that's the Hue. That is a non-commissioned painting of a local artist named Sarah Shepard did of Hugo. And that very painting became the basis of my logo for Hugo Coffee Roasters. Ladies, say hello. Here are the girls behind the counter, the mask required. And of course, I'm not wearing one now because I'm doing this thing, but I'll be putting one on right in a minute. And we're safe. We got our masks on. We have our guards. Oh, we have more product. There's our fantastic menu. And say hi, Renata. And that is the base, that is the remainder of my fantastic shop. And as you can see, everything is super socially distanced. Everybody's 6 feet at least away from each other. The good part about being in the Visitor Information Center is I have the ability to socially distance all the tables so people can feel super safe coming in here. Got to wear your mask if you're not eating and drinking, but feel super safe hanging out, having meetings, working. We have a lot of people in here working, enjoying fantastic coffee. Speaking of, when I'm in the coffee shop, my favorite is a flat white. Now, I don't think I have time to have a flat white made for me, but let me tell you, we make really good flat whites at Hugo Coffee Shop. So come visit, drink French press at home, drink Bonafide singles or rollover singles. I also have these in my breakfast blend. And just enjoy Hugo Coffee, just enjoy coffee, and just enjoy the season. And I will see you next week. Bye.